Welcome once again, Cooper's Automotive, and I have this 2006 Buick LaCrosse that was towed in. And I wasn't going to shoot a video, then I decided, hey, what the heck, Erico, hello, how you doing? This is December the 20th. It's about 85 degrees, Florida, hot. Sorry about the odd lighting, that's the sunshine that you poor northern people can't feel up north shining through my door. But this guy drove this car here, and first thing I noticed, battery problem, and I replaced the battery. After I replaced the battery, it didn't want to start. Crank, stall, check engine lights on. He said it's been bucking. He came here from the beach. I don't know how he got here. But I pulled some code, see why my check engine light's on. So we'll start all over. Got the key on. We're going to read the codes to do the Encore OTC today. We're gathering our groups here. We'll read our codes. So the OTC Encore is a little slow because it pulls, like I said, failed sense, history, pending, and current codes. So it's doing that now, 5 sets. And I'm going to try to get you a picture of these codes. Alright. Tell me when you got it there, Dave. I can come in as close as you want. Good right there?
It's only got a couple.
Yeah. As we can see, okay, manifold absolute pressure sensor, temperature, crank shaft position, manifold pressure sensor, and these are repeating what's current. Engine coolant temperature is current, and manifold absolute pressure sensor is current. So, let's come out of that. Let's go into data stream real quick. We're going to select EGR data. I don't know why, but we want to look at our PID for our coolant temperature sensor. I'm going to start with that one. There's our PID right there. Minus 38 degrees, open circuit is what I anticipated seeing. So, that's that one. Manifold absolute pressure sensor is reading plus 1 psi. I'm not worried about that right now, but let me show you what I found.
You're going to look at it right now.
Right now. Okay, so right now, what I suspected, I took this engine cover off right here. Turd pellets were everywhere, alright? And we know this was a rat.
Right now.
Right down there, he carried up a cigarette butt, so he was old enough to smoke. That's for sure. I'm gonna pick that out. So he was old enough to smoke. You know, so he wasn't a juvenile, he's a big rat. So he'd been up in here. First thing I did was check the coolant temperature. I crossed the wire over right there. The sensor's down here underneath the hose, upper hose. And it still read minus 38 degrees temperature. So then, from experience of being in Florida with these northerners that leave these cars, this car being an 06, by the way, has 16,000 miles on it. It looks like brand new. But when they leave them, we get rats, we get mice, we get squirrels, we get raccoons, I mean, you name it, we've seen it. Pulled the airbox off. Right there, and its computer sits right here, and would you look at that?
Just look at that rat now.
Rat nest inside here, and I'm going to keep my finger on it, David, but right there's our coolant, our crank shaft position sensor codes. These wires are chewed in two, and a major ground right there. So I got to open up this harness, repair this wiring, and then go from there. So I can see one wire right there completely. Two of them. I don't know how it's running. I honestly don't, because crank purple white wire, which I believe is the input to our module, is chewed completely off. So I've got a bunch of wiring to repair, and it does stink. Smelly old rat. So then you can leave our tripod set up there, I guess. I might take the little one, put it down inside here while I'm repairing the wires. Now first off, I'm going to let this part cool off before I stick a camera down inside. But we're going to proceed with the wire repairs, and then I'll show you some more. So pause for the cause. Okay, we're back. I took some of this apart, give it some more room. The computer sits down inside of here. Here's where that rat was, and all of that. So we'll be cleaning that out. I blew out here. This is the computer. This is the wires I found chewed up right here. A green, a purple, white, a yellow, brown, a blue. Little chewing on the ground wire, but it's actually intact. A little chewing there, and it's actually intact. So I save a lot of GM wiring harnesses from engines, so I got all my color codes here pulled out. So we're going to start stripping wires and cutting, splicing, and get this repaired. Let's start with, well, let's just start. I got the battery disconnected. Snip this one off, get to a clean section. That one. So we got quite a few to repair here. It's quite common, I'm sure, all over the state. So, could unplug our computer. These little flip tabs come down, they unplug. Let's do that. Pull that up. I'm going to pull our harness up through here just to make it easier to work on. There we are. Refocused. Right there. Okay, so that's where we're working. Solder torch right here. Our rosin core solder. Our heat shrink. Let's start with this purple one. That's what I'm looking for. See if that's enough. Yep. Patience on this. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get all of our wires stripped back. Green one next. Yellow. We got a blue one here. Right. I'm not talking a whole lot. I am tired as usual. But it's been a long, busy day. Said everybody else is experiencing freezing. We're getting ready to go to the beach. Alright. Let's get us a yellow wire ready. Light green. I should be running the fans, in fact, but audio is so bad on the video when I do that. Some blue wire. What do we got here? I got a dark brown. Let's see if I got that color. We're gonna have to use a light brown. And find the other end of that. I haven't stripped that side yet. Closest I can get it. Alright, strip this out. Alright, let's see how we do. Get our iron heated up. I'm just going to do one side and then heat shrink it, and then do the other side and heat shrink it. Alright, I like that. Now we'll tin these up a little bit. The boring part. I do have a little alligator clip somewhere. That worked out quite nicely. This little one's going to be tough. Not as tough as I thought. It's like splattering solder on your wrist and burning yourself. Alright. If we can get a connection here. Good in there. Cleaned them all up a little bit. Okay, let's get the brown one connected. Ooh, she's hot. Okay, now we need some heat shrink tubing. Alright, we gotta let's try this again. Alright, I started the car up and I went into code reading, and I've got no diagnostic trouble codes. So we have a fix here. So all I've got left to do is clean up all the grass and cigarette butts, everything else that rat put in the airbox, and put my airbox back together. So let me do that. I guess we can show that. Alright, here's our box. Get tuned back into our computer here. Scan tool over here. And as I said, the computer, this piece snaps down in. You pull your computer up. Oh, let's see here. Just pushes down and rubber tabs down inside. Computer goes down inside here. And it snaps into that plastic piece. We've got this piece here to go on. Goes this way. Wire's tucked up in there. Now I hear that, and I don't know if it's true, that mothballs help keep the rats out. Could be true. So it's got 2 8s on the top of this. Two 8s back in there. Got our air filter. Still decent shape. Air filter goes in the front. Screwdriver. Or an 8mm. This bar right here coming across. Couple 13mm. 13 up top. Alright, we got our top piece of our engine to put on, this piece. Before I do that, I'm going to blow some of that mess out of there. You can see that rat had gotten into this installation and was carrying it down into the box to stay warm, build its nest, whatever they do. I have worked on cars where we got her all back together. I have worked on cars where the rat was still there, towed in from garage and been set for a while. So that's a fix on coolant temp code, crank code, absolute pressure sensor code. I've just got to test drive it, get it hot again tomorrow. We put a new battery in it, like I said, because it was bad. Make sure we're shifting good. If I got anything else, I will pick up from there and continue. Other than that, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. And that's a wrap. See you soon.